Welcome to challenge 5 of this series on DevOps and sysadmin challenges. So, in today's question, we're asked to, okay, following the recent security, no, so we are asked to install SELinux package. That's the first thing. So the next thing is that you have to permanently disable it. After doing this, you should not reboot. So it's important that you do not reboot, and then whatever everything you are doing must comply with the number 4 task that says after reboot, the SE Linux status must be disabled. So let's go see how we're going to go about it. Uh, as we have been doing before, we're going to be using two different servers. So let's start with the Kali Linux server, then we move to the AWS EC2 servers to practice this task. So this is our Kali Linux server. So to confirm if we have this package on it at the moment, let's just run this code. So let's see if it's there. We're going to see. So it's not showing anything. That means we don't have it on it. So how do we make this installation? Because that's the first task that is given to us. So since we are dealing with uh, a Kali Linux server here, we're going to be running this command line. So with this command line now, we will do the installation for the package. Okay, we put our password. Okay, yum is not okay. We are going to let's use apt instead of using yum. So let me try sudo apt. See. So this might take a little while. So since I'm done with the update, so the next thing is to do the installation. So this is the command line for the installation. So just install it. So yes. So the installation is done. So for us to be sure if our installation was successful, we just need to check again with this code. Let's see now. Okay. So let's run. So let's run a get and first. Let's see. Okay, that means it's there. So let's look for the file where it is. I want us to check for the exact file where this installation is. So if get a first is showing that, that means it's there. So let's grab and see where this so with this is where it's supposed to be here. So we can see that it's here. The task you are given is to change this permit, to change it to disable. That was the task that we were given in the question. So to disable it, we have to go and edit that file, the config file, and change that permissive to disable, which is very straightforward. We just need to do this. So you look for that file, this. So this permissive, we change it to disable. So, oh, sorry, I haven't started editing. So you disable. So once you disable it, you just save the file and then you're good. So let's confirm. So all you need to do is run this code again and see what it shows. So it's disabled here, so we're good to go. So that's definitely, that's just the way to go about it. So with this now we have disabled it, but the question says we should not reboot. So we're going to leave it as it is. When the time for the rebooting comes, I mean the scheduled time, by the time it is reboot, then this disable that we have done will then take place. So that is what the task is all about. So let's try the same task on AWS servers and see how it looks like. Now for the AWS servers, we are going to be using both EC2 Linux, AWS Linux server and Ubuntu server. Now I need you to understand something that for AWS Linux server, SELinux comes by default with it. So if we do get enforce here and see, it will show. So that means we already have it here. All we need is just go and disable this instead of permissive. Now, but for a Linux, for an Ubuntu server, it doesn't come with it. So you have to install it, and I'm going to show you the command line to install it on Ubuntu. So we are just going to make the installation on our Ubuntu and then just do the editing that is required there as well. Of course, it's the same editing for both side. So, all right. So I've already, okay, the installation was so fast. So if that is done, let's get enforce again and see. Okay, hold on. So it's saying it's unable to locate the package. Let me play again. Okay, maybe what this is what I'm going to do. So if you are facing this kind of issue, just run your sudo apt update. So let's update first, and then we run the code again. So once the update is completed, we'll run the code again, and then let's see. So the update is completed. So let's run the code again. Sorry, let me clear the screen. Okay, so let's run the code again. Where is it? Okay. All right, so the installation is can be done now. So in case you have that same issue, all you need to do is to just update your code. Update your apt. So once we are done with this, the next thing we'll just do is to do the exact thing we did for the other one on the Kali Linux. Just locate the SELinux file and go and change the permissive to disable, and then we'll be done with this task. Okay, I think our installation is completed. Let me get in. Let's check that same file here. Let me see. So it's permissive, so we are just going to edit it. Let's go edit the file. So we've seen where the file is. So all we need to do is to go and change the permissive to disabled. So great. So we're done. So if I check again, it should be disabled. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. So let me check with that. Okay, this is the code I wanted to run. Let's see. So it's disabled. So once you do a reboot, this configuration will take place. And that's the end of the whole video for this task. Thank you. I'll see you in the next task.